You're on mute.
I'm muted. Dang, I thought I unmuted. Ugh. Hey guys, happy Sunday. It is August 18th, 2024. What's up, Barry? Obviously, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, definitely.
All right, everybody. We're going to dive in, take a look at what the markets are going to give us in the week ahead. We are going to go through our watch list as always. And of course, once we do that, if this is your first time here, just know we love to hear from you guys. So if there's certain pairs you want to look at, let us know after the analysis. Hi, Agostinho. How are you?
Oh, you
Um,
never meet.
uh, oh yeah, let's put his comment up. Hello, hello. Um, and then yes, and then of course we can go over some pairs that you guys want to look at. If you have certain technical analysis questions, maybe you want to understand how we might see things a certain way, you're also welcome to ask those questions as well. But without further ado, uh, we are going to go ahead and pass the mic to my good friend, Barry.
Thank you, Ria. Right, let's get right into it. So, yeah, we can actually start with US dollar Mexican. So, with US dollar Mexican, in the previous week, I talked about us actually entering into a short position, basically favoring the Mexican peso, of course. And yeah, that pushed us into profit for part of the week. Then we had the pullback. Actually, the previous weeks, yeah, were basically because we entered, I believe, somewhere around the 80th. Then we pulled back slightly, and now we just this past week, like on a Thursday and Friday, we pulled into profit. And I actually added more to the position, actually more than usual. That should have been, yeah, a two lot position from my initial 0.20. So I went in 10 times into this trade. So currently, yeah, we're looking to reach this support level. So that's where the take profit is, right at the support level. And yeah, for this coming week, seeing the market actually reach 1850 on dollar Mexican peso. So even the following week, we can actually surpass this if we go all the way down to 1780. That's what I'm saying for further in the future. But for now, 1850 is the target. From there, maybe we can actually have a reversal coming back all the way up to 1900, or it will just continue dropping and maybe have a slight pullback, then continue with the drop. But yes, that's what I'm seeing for US dollar Mexican. Next pair we can look at is dollar yen. Dollar yen, yeah, apparently this is a resistance level we are looking to aim for. We are not too far from it, even though I kind of put the take profit all the way up here, but we can adjust that surprisingly all the way here. Yeah, so that has been adjusted. So we had a break, like I said, above here. And yeah, that happened on this day. I entered, then put back slightly. When that pullback happened, I moved my stop loss on this previous low, and then it rolled all the way up. And currently, we're just in the middle of break even, I would say. And I'm looking for us to continue this move up all the way to 151, 200, then possibly going all the way up to 155, and then maybe having a pullback, then shooting back all the way up. Same scenario with pound yen. The good part about pound yen, it's in profit with a very, very, very tight stop loss, which is over $9. Yes. So a very tight stop loss of $9. The target is all the way here. Target is here at 199. That's where the target is. But either ways, if we push even higher, I'll probably look to lock in some profit either ways, or just keep it running all the way to 199. But overall, yeah, this wasn't correct. This is actually $174. That's the loss, but it's actually less than 1%. So the target is gonna be, this will be like a very good 10 to 1. We're already $300 into profit. So overall, pound yen is actually doing really well. It's having the exact same pullback on dollar yen, but it seems rather pound yen has more strength to it. But yes, we shall see in the coming week how far we go. I'm still looking for more upside on it. Then another pair we can look at is euro dollar. Euro dollar has been ecstatic throughout the week. It literally touched the trend line right here, which shows how strong this trend line is. So most definitely we plotted it from here to there. Then I said if we have a break of this trend line, that's when we might actually short it. But that hasn't happened. So we're definitely going to make a new high, probably even possibly reaching 1100, 1.11. This seems like an area that we will definitely be reaching in the near future, because that is close to, yeah, just really at the resistance level. This is just in between 11,300 and 1100, 1.11. So I'm actually thinking we're going to go above 1.11400 and breach this resistance in the coming week. If not, then we're just going to make a new high over here, then start to come all the way down. But we're yet to see what comes in the next week on euro dollar. But right now, euro dollar bias is to the upside currently. But of course, I'm just looking for some short opportunities. Possibly if we also break this support level, then this would be a first target, then this a second target. So let's also move over to CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss has been neat. Our stop loss is all the way down here. We entered on this break of the trend line, and we're aiming for the resistance up there. We kind of slightly reached there, but not fully. As you can see, we just slightly touched it, but I'm looking for a breach above this resistance, not really touching it. So in this coming week, I'm still looking for long. It's going all the way up to 0.64. We actually may reach this area of 0.64. So that's what I'm looking at on CAD Swiss. Then let's move over to gold. Gold has also been behaving almost the same way with euro dollar. Yeah, and we have been making new highs, new all-time highs on gold. So overall, this trend line still holds, but then we may actually be drawing a new trend line. I think we can actually draw one right now. So yeah, this trend line is how it is right now. So this is the new trend line. This is the old trend line that is about to go. Then, of course, this support level is the new one. And then let's remove this previous all-time high of 1483. So that has been breached. That's what we have established. So as of now, we may actually pull back, because we have seen even in the past, each time gold makes a new high, it pulls back very strongly. So let's actually look back here. So this was, I think, early this year. We made a few new highs, pulled back slightly. Oh, sorry, that was last year. My bad. Yes, so we still pulled back either ways. Then November, we made a new high, pulled back immediately. But for February, we made a new high and then kept on going. Then that's when we put back at some level. Then mid-May, we made a new high and put back immediately again. And also somewhere in June, we put back again. But I believe this pullback will be stronger than the previous ones. We may actually even come back all the way to maybe even 200, like way below the support levels. That's what I'm actually seeing with gold. If not, we may actually be pushing all the way up even to 2500. If this trend is really strong, maybe there might be slight pullbacks, but 2500, 50, because we're already at 2500. So 2550 could be a possible area to reach. But as for me, I'm just looking for, as long as the trend line is broken, then I can maybe be interested in shorting gold. And if this support is also broken, then definitely I'll be shorting, probably even all the way down to 2400 or even 2380. So that's what I am seeing on gold. Let's now move over to the indices. So US or tech or NAS 100 broke here, as I talked about last week. I should have entered here, but I actually entered somewhere up here. I wanted to see more upside movement, which it continued with. And yes, it did continue that upside movement. And I'm still looking for more upside movement to come in to make a new high over here. So in the coming weeks, if we do pull back this trend line all the way down here, I'll probably buy again. And then once we make a new high over this previous high, I'll close this position in a profit and then keep the one that I entered here with the pullback. So from here on end, it's long all the way to the top. That is the target, making a new high. That is what we're looking for, NAS 100, just making a new high for the year. Then from there, maybe we can call it quits. That's when probably there may be a pullback and we may not need to actually be trading on NAS 100. Same situation with US 30. US 30 broke this trend line real strongly, pushed all the way up. We're actually very close to making a new high. So any pullbacks whatsoever back down to this area, even the trend line, I will definitely re-enter so that I can maximize on the profits to make a new high. So I believe I have covered a majority of the pairs and indices. Now let's just look lastly on oil. On oil, we actually got stopped out right here, but then there was a slight rejection in this area, which I was actually here. There was a rejection again of this. So we are still in this area of support, and definitely my stop loss will be below this rejection. I am still looking for us to make a new high on oil. So still a 10 to 1. I'm still looking for a 10 to 1. A 10 to 1 is really good because that would definitely pay off in the long run. So 10 to 1 on both Brent oil and Texas oil, basically US and UK oil, same thing. Yes, I am looking for buys 10 to 1 going to the upside with oil. So I believe I have covered everything here for our watch list and what we're actually in. And this is where I open up the floor to comments, pairs, and the like that you'd like us to consider. So any pairs that you'd like us to look at, any questions? Of course, all of you know by now we are using the 4 hour, but any questions, any pairs you'd like us to look at? How about you, Ria? Any pairs you'd like us to look at?
You know, that's a
Euro
good
Kiwi.
yeah, we could look at Euro Kiwi. I actually haven't had a chance to take a look at that myself and see where we could be heading. What trade am I in? Oh, I'm in pound US dollar.
Yeah, oh yeah, in pound US dollar,
Yeah, I held
not
it over the
Euro
weekend.
Kiwi. But anyways, somebody has actually commented Euro Kiwi as something they want us to look at.
Oh, we love Euro Kiwi over here. Well, I do. So
Yeah.
absolutely. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah. So Augustino, we'll get back to you on your Elliott wave. Yeah, so let us first look at Euro Kiwi. You'll get to your pound very soon, Ria. So let's just look on Euro Kiwi. Because I remember Euro Kiwi pushed all the way up last week on Wednesday when we reanalyzed it. So yeah, currently it's in a pullback. Or is it really in a pullback? Those are two things. Yeah. So it's either it's in a pullback to go to the upside, or it's in a pullback to go to the downside, or coming back from the pullback to go to the downside. It's either between those two. So this can either go two ways. It can go up, it can go down. Now it's like I'm singing that song for J. Cole. I'm not sure if anyone here knows this song, but yes, he actually said that this can go up, it can go down. It didn't care which other way it goes, but yes, here on Euro Kiwi, it can go up, it can go down. So if you're looking to long Euro Kiwi, of course, this is very natural. The stop right below here, a high to breach this high. That's what I actually talked about also on Wednesday. So we'll definitely be looking to breach this high above 185,500. Oh, sorry, no, 186,500. So breaching this high of 186,500 is what we would be actually looking at for Euro Kiwi. If not, if you're not a buyer in this trade, but rather a seller or short in this market, then this pullback to the
It's
upside would have been your entry, but still now would be a
no
good
trend.
entry.
Let's look at the day chart.
And your stop loss would just definitely go naturally above this high of where the pullback was at exactly 1.84. And this area right here could be your target. Like this could be a good risk to reward ratio, but also this one is still good. This may be a 2-to-1 if you're buying from here. Your stop loss is here. This would be like a good 2-to-1. Then from here to here, this may be a good 3 or 4-to-1. So it's your pick. But also looking at the sentiment right here, the sentiment also doesn't lie. So we have very few buyers and more sellers. This can either go both ways as well. If we have too many sellers, that means there's more potential to go to the upside. But again, if we have too many sellers, then there could be a lot of pressure to the downside. But overall, how sentiment works, as how I know it works, is if you have too many sellers or too many buyers, that means it will favor the one where there are actually very few who are buying or selling. And in this case, there are very few people buying. So bias would be to the upside. So this is definitely probably a pullback to go to the upside, and your stop would naturally go down here. And that's how well you can actually use sentiment to your advantage. And yeah, the target would be all the way up here, or when you see this starts to come to the middle, that's when you probably get out. But it's usually too late when the buyers actually start increasing, that you find the market is already down. That's what I've noticed with sentiment. So when you're using sentiment, you need to use it with caution and have your targets in place so that you are not left behind or dealing with late information, something like that. So that's what I'm actually seeing on Euro Kiwi. Let's look at pound dollar. So this is for Urea pound dollar. We're making a new high. That's all I can say. We are making a new high. We already breached here this trend line. So ever since that breach of the trend line, it's been upside movement all the way, because it seems this trend, which had to be some bears friend, came to an end, and the breach of the trend line over here signifies that we're definitely going to make a new high and stick to that throughout, and probably coming back all the way to 130. Yeah, 130, 500 as a target. But you'd probably need to be careful. Buying right now would be kind of risky. And I'm actually seeing a gap. I may be seeing a gap on a lot of pairs in a few minutes. So probably pound dollar would have a gap maybe somewhere to the downside or even the upside. If it has a gap to the upside, then you know for sure the gap needs to be filled. So the market will start to pull back to the downside. Then if we have a gap all the way down here, then again, the market still needs to fill that gap one way or another. So those are the two scenarios. I'm actually seeing a gap coming for this week. We may come back and look at it on Wednesday, but overall, I am seeing a gap. Same with dollar Mexican. I do believe there will be a gap, which will even probably surpass where my target is. But that's what I am seeing for a lot of dollar related pairs. So even dollar yen, we may have a gap to the downside here, then maybe to come back and fill it. So that's what I'm actually seeing with dollar related pairs. All right. Any other Ria or any other questions? Anyone? So Augustino, with the Elliott wave, it's really something that you need to research about on your own, I can say. I have tried Elliott wave in the past. It's kind of also a little bit confusing, but overall, it can also be something I can revisit. It's been how many years now since I tried Elliott wave? Maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. But it could be something I can revisit and see if it's an interesting thing. But overall, with Elliott wave, I believe it works well with stocks. Since stocks always go up, I also believe it can work well with indices like NAS 100, US 30, you name it. Like if you just choose in one direction, like longing, yeah, that can be good for Elliott wave. But if you're looking to buy and sell, you may confuse yourself overall. That's what I can say about Elliott wave. Yeah.
So when I first started trading, I actually didn't realize I was learning the Elliott wave because my mentor called it the 3 pushes. I don't have a chart open in front of me to kind of go to show you, but Agostinho, maybe I can connect with you on Discord if I find something that might be able to help you. But in a nutshell, what I learned earlier on, and I still keep this in mind today when I trade, is that there are movements that commonly happen, or patterns that can commonly happen in the markets, where there's a push and then a pullback, and then a second push and then another pullback, and then a third push. And after that third push, you start to notice momentum in that trend maybe slowing down before you see a reversal. So I'll see if I can find something that kind of actually can show you what that looks like. But you do see these patterns in the Forex market also, not just in the stock market. They happen quite frequently. Always the same pushes, and then always a slowdown in momentum, some consolidation, and then you see a change in trend. And that's essentially what that is. So I'll see if I can send you something that can help you understand how to identify those when you're looking at the markets, so that when you get into a trade, you understand where the trend is at that time, and how to identify when that trend is starting to lose some momentum, so that you don't get in and it's about to change trend. So that's how the understanding that Elliott wave or that pattern can help you in your trading. So that's what I wanted to share.
All right. Thank you, Bia. I bet Augustino will find that.
Sorry.
And yeah. Like
I
Bia said, she'll connect with you. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome
I hope
stuff.
that makes a little bit of sense. Like I said, you'll see a run, and then you'll see a retracement, and then you'll see another run, and then you'll see a retracement. I don't know, Barry, can you see if you can find something like that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I
Barry's
think
like,
I already
this
see
is
it.
not my
Like,
area of expertise, Rhea. And that's okay. I know what
no,
it
but
looks like. I know what
a
it
run, it could be probably this, then a pullback, then I think this is a slight run to the downside, then a pullback, then a slight run. I think I'm just thinking there because I just remember if you have to plot Elliott wave, this would be a 1, this would be a 2, this would be a 3, then your 4 would be probably somewhere here because there always needs to be a pullback to plot your next wave. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see it on every time frame. You'll see it on your higher time frame, but then you'll also see it in the lower time frames. Yeah, I know what it looks like. So don't worry, my friend. I will find something for you and send it to you so you know exactly how to find it.
Awesome. Right. I think you're forgetting something, Ria.
What did I forget? What did
Yeah,
I
I'll say. Yes, I believe you are forgetting something. That is the promotion.
Oh, are we done already? Okay, two things. Number one, free mining. Regarding your payout, I suggest that you contact support about that. You can email support or message them in the Discord community in the support channel. Okay. Um, and then regarding our promotion, today's the last day. It is, what time is it? Is it 10:30 Central European right now?
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
so we have an hour and a half left of the promotion. You can get 207 off of the price of a 50K account with an 80% profit split and a 5% daily drawdown. So if that interests you, be sure to head over within the next hour and a half before it's too late to get your account, your 50K account. And you can use code 207 for 50K to get that $207 off.
Okay, awesome. So I guess we'll be seeing everyone next week, Wednesday. Oh, wait, this coming Wednesday. Yes, so I guess we'll be seeing everyone. Then we'll recap on how the trades went, how the week went, and what we're looking to see at the end of the week. Yeah.
All right, is
I
that it?
guess
Are
I'm
we
done, Ria.
beautiful?
Yes.
We want to say thank you for you guys who came to hang out live with us. We appreciate your love and support, and we hope that this is helpful to you and your trading this week. We'll be back Wednesday, same time. But other than that, you guys have a wonderful afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you next time.